What is up, everybody? This is Craig from 9V Games, and hopefully I'm speaking loud enough because I'm in a different location here. Today we are going to shush. I'm just trying on spaghetti and I just choked on it. Today we are going to be reviewing the Ico and Shadow of the Colossus collection for the PS3. Now, I'm going to go off. I want to say this right away just so nobody wants to correct me in the comment section. I-C-O. I say Ico, okay? I know that the game is not called Ico. I heard it right from the creator's mouth that the game is called Eco. But just for argument's sake, for the last, 10 years almost, I've been saying Ico, so it's going to be Ico whether you like it or not. But yeah, so let's go into it first. These are HD collections of two of the best PlayStation 2 games, hands down. So, first off, here's the menu. It's kind of great, actually. You just pick one or the other, and you go into it. So just let this overlay while I'm doing it. But the games look great. Let me tell you. The only thing I'm going to say about it is it's not really a complaint. It's just that the games play exactly the same. That's not a complaint. That's actually a great thing. That they made the game look good, a little bit better, and a lot sharper, while keeping everything the same without losing the integrity of what made these games so great. Now, I won't give much away with the story of Ico because I believe that should be something that you experience yourself, and it's definitely one of the greatest games ever created. But it definitely gives you companionship with another NPC that you've never had before in your life. And, see? They're a lot crisper. I mean, this one actually has more of a comic book style to it than Shadow of the Colossus, but that's okay. This game's still effective the way it was, almost 10 years ago. The only thing that I would say is a bit of a letdown is it's not actual game itself. I'm very jealous of those of you who have not played this game yet, because this is probably the best way to experience it because it looks so good and it's taking full capability of our HD TVs and blah blah blah. And I didn't have this back in the day. I'm also jealous of the fact that I didn't appreciate games like this back when I had actually played it. This was one of the first games that made me be like, wow, a game can be that deep. It's not just, about puzzles and blah blah blah. And this game is about puzzles, by the way. But I don't know, man. Right here is a classic. It's great. The game is great, and you'll find yourself, if you're like me and you have played Ico before and you played Shadow of the Colossus, you're going to find yourself doing what I've been doing. That's every couple hours, you're going to stop playing Ico, and you're going to go right to Shadow of the Colossus. The only problem I found here is that you can't, go back. You have to start over again. Start the PS3 over, or go back to the XMB and then start the game. But that's the only complaint, and that's such a minimal one that has nothing to do with gameplay. Ooh, here's one though. Here's one legitimate complaint. It's not enough that it's a game ruiner or anything like that, but there are a couple things you can tell this game, when it was stretched out to be on our big TVs and be HD, they had to do a lot of mending. Of the graphics, the polygons had to do a lot of mending, otherwise they would separate out and there would be gaps. You don't notice the gaps, but sometimes things move funny the way that they shouldn't. I don't know. The most I've seen is sometimes when when aggro is running in Shadow of the Colossus, but I haven't seen any yet in Ico. Ico it's amazing. Shadow of the Colossus is my favorite out of the two though, but Ico is still just such a great game. I'm going to get distracted. Alright. Now, like I said, to go back, and I'm going to just go back and I'm going to pick the Shadow of the Colossus side just so you can see. No. I'm going to go back to the XMB. My dog hates the PlayStation menu. Hold on. Watch this. Hey, Kira. Hey, look what's going on. What's this? What is this? What is that? What is it? Alright, okay. That's enough. It's gone. It's gone. Hey, now, on to my favorite of the two. Stop it! You shush. Get out of here. Shadow of the Colossus. Shadow of the Colossus was definitely a come-out-of-nowhere game. And let me give you a little history of Shadow of the Colossus with me. Shadow of the Colossus... Shut up. Good boy. No. Shadow of the Colossus. The first time I ever heard of it, it was called The Wanderer and the Colossus. And I played Ico, but I had no idea that this was technically in the same universe as Ico. I know it was by the same people, but if I had known that it was in the same universe as Ico, I actually would have bought the game right when it came out, and I didn't. My friend Adam, my roommate at the time when the game came out, he ended up buying it, and he played it, and I watched him play some of the Colossus, so, you know, obviously I went and got the game, I played it and beat it, and I became so obsessed with that. I've been crazy about the time attack and yada yada. But this was a come out of nowhere one. This game won Game of the Year awards from a lot of different places. You know, it went on to be a greatest hits, which means that it sold over 1 million. And it was just one of those great stories. Anybody, I don't want to give away any part of the story, but no, I won't. I can give away what the beginning's about. You're the wanderer, and you have your horse aggro, and you're carrying a female who's unnamed, but you have no idea. It could be his girlfriend, his sister, you know, anybody. You basically are taking her to a temple, and you're leaving her on the altar, and you're wishing for her soul to come back, but you have to kill the Colossus that are in the world. That's all I'll say about the story, because that's right in the beginning video. But the epic scale of this game is huge. I mean, there is a huge empty land, right? And then this is probably the only game that it's a huge empty land, and you can go anywhere. But there's nothing between you or the altar and the Colossus, and it doesn't piss you off. I have no idea. That's like some kind of crazy voodoo magic. But it doesn't make you mad. It's just awesome. The games look beautiful. This game in particular looks really beautiful, and you actually feel bad when you take down a Colossus. So like, it invokes a lot of, I'm not trying to sound too emo, it invokes a lot of emotion in you when you know, when you finally get to, you know, the first one's easy, but when you get to like the 5th, the 6th, 7th, and on, and you start to figure out like, oh, I have to do this before I can do this, and it's, you know, the bosses become more of a puzzle on how to get on them and how to take them down, and you just get that sense of accomplishment when you take them down, like, yeah, but then you feel bad you took this thing down, and it really didn't do anything to you in the first place, you know? So, well, I'm going to ramble on about this. Anyways, fun fact that I learned, and I will spread it on to you guys who don't actually have this or didn't watch the bonus content. This game was originally called Naiko, which is Ico, and you know, the word for 2 in Japanese is ni. Nai? Ni? Nico. Yeah. Yeah, it would have been Nico. Or is it Naiko? I have no idea. Anyways, N-I-C-O. That's what it was called. And this game, we'll call it Naiko, was originally planned as an online multiplayer game where you and a bunch of other wanderers would take down a Colossus. That actually seems like a really cool concept. I hope they build on it. Obviously I almost gave a plot point away. They should make another Shadow of the Colossus, and they should base it around a team of wanderers taking down the Colossus. Would be awesome. Epic bridge. I am going to do this painting right here, by the way. Because that would be very epic on the wall, to have the little aggro and the wanderer up there. But these games are awesome. These games will leave you, I gotta go back because I will get distracted. These games will leave you feeling like no other game will. And I think just for that, the games already get a perfect score because they're so unique in what they do, and nothing has been able to recreate it. No other company has been able to recreate Shadow of the Colossus or Ico. That is why the game is coming out as basically just HD remakes, not even remakes, just been up to HD a little bit, and if you look at the scores all around, they're all perfect scores, and there's a reason for that, and people really need to play these games. I know a lot of people played Shadow of the Colossus, but a lot of people didn't play Ico, and they need to go back and they need to try it out. So, as for me, obviously, I'm going to give this game a 5 out of 5. Here's my one good perfect score for the year, and it's going to this. Oh my god. Love this goddamn game. He will be your best NPC you've ever experienced in a game, and he's a horse. Prove it, they put emphasis on him because they just put the trailer starting with him running. But, goddamn, I love these games. If you don't got these games, what's wrong with you? They're only $40. If you have a PS3, go out and freaking get it. Oh, goddamn, these games are good. Actually, these games are inspiring me to start a new series on this. I would like to do tutorials on how to beat the Colossus in the hardest mode in the game, the time attack, and goddamn, I love this game. Yeah, so hopefully if any of you need help with that, I'm going to do all 16 Colossi, do it. But yeah, this game, 5 out of 5. Obviously the upped graphics look great without ruining the integrity of the game. It's totally worth the $40 because essentially you're just paying $20 for 2 great games. Ico, which has actually become kind of a rarity, is probably worth about $40 by itself before this game came out. I think the last one I saw was $47 with the case without a manual, and that was on Amazon. So really, the game's, you basically just buy an Ico HD and you're getting Shadow of the Colossus for free. So I would get this game. If you don't got it, go on and order it right after you watch this video. Go drive your ass to GameStop. Go drive your ass to Walmart. Walmart doesn't have them yet. Go somewhere, go buy these games. This game. These 2 games, if you haven't played them, they're going to change your life. If you haven't played them, I'm jealous of you. If you haven't played them, you're absolutely going to love them. Go get these games now. Thank you guys for watching.